And welcome back everyone to the FX Open Invitational Series. I am Unstable, joined here by Railku, and as we jump into our next game, it is going to be Acer'Scarlett against FXOIS, Atlanta Spaceship for game number 2 here for the losers set. We have FXOIS down here at the bottom left-hand corner as our blue Zerg. Going for a hatch first. Need to pull the gas. And on the top right-hand corner, we have Acer'Scarlett as our purple Zerg here. Going for exactly the same thing. So we can see another passive opening here from both players. But they were pretty damn even in that last game until the hatchery snipes came in from Scarlett over and over and over again. And she just didn't give up that lead against Sirius. So it was really strong a game from her. We'll see if Sirius can bring it back. It's going to be a difficult chance for him, though, as he did seem to be a little bit outclassed in that last game. What do you think, Relkin?
She was doing a really good job of microing in those Baneling Wars and was consistently coming out ahead in all of those trades. So, yeah, that was really what helped her get the control in the mid-game, and Sirius has got to figure out what it was he was doing wrong, because they're going down the same path. His Zergling speed's going to be a little bit faster than it was the last time, so he could be just going to try and focus on getting some more units out, as opposed to last time. Not trying to skip as many for drones, but if the early game plays out like it did last game, then Scarlett's going to be going to the mid game with a lead again. And that's not a position you want to be dealing with in Zerg vs. Zerg. She's doing the same thing with her Baneling Nest. Going to put it over here. It will need like a second building to wall off the ramp here because it's a Supply Depot and this is too far over to the right. So we'll see. Could just like do a double evolution chamber to wall this off like she did in the previous game.
Yeah, that's very, very true. Alrighty, so I'm just trying to think here. We got 22 Zerglings, actually. Yeah, 22 Zerglings coming out from Sirius. He did this in the last game, put on the pressure early. Like, this is a much larger map, which is interesting as to why he'd pick it and then still go for a play like this. But either way, it's going to be a little bit strange.
He's going to beat the first couple of Banelings, because the Zerglings are only just popping out now. They're being morphed. He might be able to come up here and actually just kill the Baneling Nest and then leave. That would actually be pretty funny. But
well, there is like 4 Banelings in total here now. Here come the Zerglings. They do see what's going on. They see that Baneling needs to target that one down quite quickly. There we go. We've got the 2 Queens. But remember, the Baneling's coming out from the top of the ramp. Has been spotted here by Sirius. Now he's got to trade effectively if he can. There goes one Baneling. That's actually good. Yeah, that was actually quite nice. So he's actually going to get us around on one of these Queens. Does the transfuse come down? No, it doesn't. Reinforcement Zerglings coming in for Scarlett are going to be able to keep her alive here for this point in time. We got more reinforcements coming through for Sirius. He needs to run away from the rest of these Zerglings, and this will give Scarlett time to get the Spine Crawler up, to get some more Banelings going. But the reinforcement Zerglings for Sirius are now here, and we're going to have to go where we got 32 to 21. I heard Banelings being morphed. There we go. Whoa, it actually got up into the main. He's going to get a full surround on a lot of these. That's actually not all that good.
No. Scarlett had more Zerglings than he was anticipating, but he did get some into the drone line. Only managed to kill 3 drones, though. Oh,
but he's going to get the Queen down here at the bottom as well. Again this time, so that's really nicely done. I think Scarlett is out of Queens. Yes, he is. This means he can continue this aggression all day long if he wants to. Scarlett will not have the production to keep up. And she is going to lair down at her natural. She's got the 1 Queen in her main, got a second one on the way. Really needs those injects.
He saw the timing of that lair, though. Like, he saw the natural, so he's not going to be caught off guard by this at all. He's forcing a lot of Banelings out of Scarlett. That was a pretty good start, and especially since this layer is coming, it means it's going to delay the extra Queens from popping out. The first one has actually finished from the main, but he has to build a second one. She has to build a second one from the main just so she can inject there as well. And that's really cutting into the unit production. It means that Sirius could have been throwing in quite a few drones there since he knew he had a larva advantage, but he's chosen not to. He's going for the Roach Warren again this time because what the build that Scarlett showed the last game is very vulnerable to Roach attacks. So if she does actually do the same sort of style of just trying to go straight for infestors, then that could catch her off guard. But this time she is actually going for the Spire instead.
Yeah. And starting a third base just now. Did Sirius spot that? No, he didn't. His Overlord's slightly out of position here. A lot of these Banelings are traveling back across the map, but if we look at the worker count, Scarlett is was ahead on the layer timing, is still up in drones. She's up by 6 at the moment, actually. But we are going to see a Roach force coming across the map here for Sirius very shortly. He's going to have the double upgrades. He's going to have those Banelings mixed in just in case as well.
About to scout this. There's extra Queens coming over, trying to block him, but he has actually seen the the Roachborn, what was giving him vision? What was giving her vision? She saw it way before the Overseer came in, but
there was a changeling in the mineral line.
Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out where the vision was coming from, but I didn't see it because of all the units over here. And this is tricky. We've seen that Scarlett's really good at just sneaking the extra drones into her build order, which is a really important skill in Zerg vs. Zerg. Just looking at the way that the game is flowing and saying, I can make 3 drones right now, has just consistently put her in a better position drone-wise in the early game, both games. It is starting to even out now, because both of them are just starting to throw pure into units, and there are the Mutalisks on the way now.
Yeah.
But that's given her a pretty decent advantage, at least in the start of the game. Even after all those queens went down, she still had more drones than Sirius.
Yeah, that's very true. We got 10 mutas in production right now as well. That's going to give her map control here. We do see quite a few Zerglings coming in to this third base, going to get caught by one of these Banelings. Nope, 2 Banelings in total actually, but still, either way, does shut that down. And now Sirius is going to be very careful of a lot of his overlords. He's trying to get them out of the way, just split them up as best he can, but these mutas can't really put any pressure on the natural here because of the pure number of queens. However, we do see a lot of roaches coming over to the right-hand side.
He's going to use these roaches to try and force Scarlett to have to pull back with these Mutalisks, maybe try and be able to save a few more overlords because of that. But there's not actually enough units to stop this without the mutas coming to help. He just has to make sure that these Banelings can't get perfect hits off on all of the roaches.
Yeah. And
the mutas will have to come home to defend, which is what they're doing right now. It's exactly what he wanted. It's also why he didn't send all of them into the third base. There's more of them coming into the natural. They look like they might go straight up into the main. No, he's not controlling them right now, killing the queen up here at the third base and then burrowing to get some health back. And he has taken down all of the spine crawlers at the natural. Might get this Baneling nest as well. This is actually looking really good for Sirius.
Yeah, he got that queen at the same time. There's nothing that... whoa, actually, he's changed targets down into the drone line as he's still got roaches down here at the third base. The mutas are trying their best to kill them off, but it takes quite a while to get through that armor of theirs. And he's actually getting quite a lot of drone kills right now.
Could actually go down. There's several roaches coming back in. If he focuses it, it might actually die. Scarlett is going to clean up the roaches in the natural, but Sirius did choose to go after the drones, so she might be able to just barely save this hatch if the mutas come down, but she waited. I think the hatch is going to die. She could have possibly saved it, but she's just giving it up instead, not even going to try and defend it, holding off the extra roaches that are now going for the main. Wow, Sirius is being relentless.
Yeah, he absolutely is. He could actually target down this Spire. He will lose all these roaches eventually, so it looks like he's going to go for his drones than what he can, but we got more roaches coming in now as well. Sirius just absolutely relentless, like you were saying. He can target down the Baneling nest if he wants to. He can't target these mutas, but he's forcing them to be at home. And he does not know about this extra base down here, though. If he spots that, he can go straight in there. Oh, look at that. He's actually checking just in case. And he's seen the creep, and now he can just target down this hatchery, and the mutas will not have enough time to actually finish him off.
If he spreads out the roaches, the mutas will do significantly less damage because they won't be able to bounce. But
yeah,
he's not going for it. He's just going to do as much damage as he can. Some Zerglings are coming in to support this, just to make sure that this hatch doesn't take too much unnecessary damage. But if you look at it, until maybe about a minute and a half ago when he slammed out about 15 drones, during all of that, even with all of the drones that he was focusing down, Scarlett still had more drones until he finally went for that last round of drones. So she's been doing a good job of minimizing the damage. She's holding on here. She has the third base on the way at this triple gas expansion, which is going to be very good. Rebuilding the one at her third. So Sirius does need to try and keep up this pressure, or else her economy is going to start getting pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, that's very true. And at the same time, we do have Infestors now on the way for Sirius. He's also going to have Hydras. Scarlett going to Hive yet again very quickly, and both of them getting +2 attack for both armor and attack for both of them. So this is going to be interesting. I think Sirius is just sitting here waiting for his army to build up, and then we'll go on this 3-base attack to clean things up. Still hasn't been able to deal with these mutas all that effectively just yet, but oh, he's actually going to lose another Overlord here. But either way, he's going to have the defense to stop the harassment coming through from Scarlett, and that's the one thing that really put him in the back foot in the last game, and it's not going to be an issue here. Oh, we do see Hydras and Infestors coming up. Oh, Fungal goes down. He's going to need a second Fungal, and he's going to get quite a few of those. Does he have any more? No, but he does have those Hydras absolutely shredding through that. Look, whoa, why are you flying over them? You can't kill those. No
wow,
way.
She actually decided to trade mutas for Hydras. That was a very questionable decision. But she's actually going for the double +2, and that means that the armor upgrade on these roaches and Hydras is very good against the Mutalisks. The Mutas are now dead, and she might have wanted to think about switching out the mutas after that, but she is going to try and rebuild them, and I think that could be a big mistake. Her muta count is just going to be too low to really do much, especially since there are Hydras on the field. Probably would have been best to try and cut the losses, but it's going to be really difficult to fight with these mutalisks when there's only just a few of them on the field against this Roach Hydra.
Well, we do see an engagement going on now, and we've got some Hydras coming in from the left-hand side. Lots of Zerglings coming through. He's going to be able to take out this hatchery at the very least. We do see these Hydras getting fungled on here at the left, taking down a lot of those. And it looks like Scarlett's trying to target down these Hydras rather than the Roaches, so the mutas can then come in and clean everything up. Has lost that hatchery, of course, and losing a lot of drones in the process. Sirius playing a much better game this one than he did in the last game. But still, he's actually going to come down to this third base. Is he going to be able to target this down? He does have +2, remember. Only just now going to Hive. Cannot deal with these Broodlords that are going to be coming out shortly, so he has to kill it. Yeah.
This is going to die. There are not enough units here for Scarlett to stop this in time. Oh, but he's not focusing the hatch unstable. Oh my god, he could straight up kill it right now, but he's fighting with the units. The Roaches are getting kited away. He's not paying attention. The hatch will still die, but that was a really scary moment because he wasn't actually focusing it. And with that down, that's going to put Scarlett in an extremely difficult position. She's got to hope that Sirius makes some crucial mistake, just gets his entire army fungled or something like that. She does still have a pretty good number of infestors. That's really her only hope, is an epic fungal.
Well, at the same time, with Broodlords now on the map, she can secure those extra bases, but it's going to give away the fact to Sirius that he can just do whatever he wants. He can get a whole heap of Corruptors out if he wants to. There's mutas there as well. Oh! Yeah, the Roaches are going to go down here now. But either way, he's still trading quite effectively. He's got a lot of Hydras coming out. He's 50 supply up at the moment as well. He's 2 bases up as well. And Spore Crawlers and Spine Crawlers going down everywhere.
He was further ahead than before he gave away those units, but I don't think that's going to be enough to allow Scarlett back in the game because his 4th base is finishing up now.
Here come the mutas. Oh, they're going to get caught by these infestors, though. One fungal goes down. There we go. It does actually catch them all yet again. This is not what Scarlett needs right now. He's going to lose all these mutas once more.
Yeah.
And I think this is going to be the beginning of the end.
Mutalisks are just in a really bad spot. There were some Broodlords. She made 2 Broodlords, but I don't see them on the map. Where? Oh, there they are. They're right over the infestors at the natural. So she does have the 2 Broodlords, but that's not really a lot. And there's not much of a ground army underneath it. Is going to be the main problem. There are the infestors, but there's not many Roaches, because the Zerglings aren't really enough to buy the time for the Broodlords. Those are just going to get fungled by Sirius, so she really needs to try and get some Roaches under that, but she just doesn't have the resources to do it, so she's just hoping that Sirius gives her enough time to get back in the game, but Sirius is not going to do that. He's going in for the kill.
Yeah, he absolutely is. Coming forward here. He's only a few units in this mix, though. Cannot really get underneath these Broodlords just yet. Bangling's coming forward again as well, but they have been cleaned out, and it's just way too much stuff here for Sirius. He's going to crush right through that. The Hydra's going to catch up. Whoa, Muta's in from the behind, straight into the Hydras as well. And now nice fungals coming in from Scarlett, but there's just way too much stuff, and I think she's realized that as well. There's the GG. Sirius will take game number 2, tying this up in between these guys. So let's jump straight into game number 3 and see who takes it down and advances into the final match.